What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday Night Primetime here on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday Night Primetime matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos.
Cam Little to kick off.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And Sunday Night Primetime is off and running. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up.
You put up a performance like he did on the ground a week ago, you grab the attention right away of your opponent. You know they had watched those runs from a week ago. They were dialed in on him. Still couldn't slow him down.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go to Barkley again. Right away with a loose ball. Recovered by the Broncos.
This defense has sure decided that they're going to be the star of the show, at least here from the jump. One series in, they've delivered the first game-changing play. I am talking about one thunderous collision.
All set to go now from the 35. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Throw left side is caught by Concepcion. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. That's going to be first down, Denver.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. And he gets home. Touchdown, Denver.
It might go overlooked with how long this guy's been around and making plays and doing things, but that's actually his first career touchdown. How cool is that?
Little knocks that extra point through. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Rams nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue.
He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. And that means it is now 3rd and 16 to go. Well, first time they've gotten to the rookie in this ball game, but it is a big loss as a result.
And what this rookie is going to learn, kind of like rookie running backs have to learn, you can't outrun many of the guys in this league. They are bigger and faster and stronger than what you faced in college, and mistakes like that lead to big losses.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, kid, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
26-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Throwing, Baker. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this 3rd and short.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Baker now. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Walker on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He was
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On second down, Mayfield. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Mayfield set to pass. Cut down the field. Leggett. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Handoff running left, Walker. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down by Jaden Kennedy. Brought down back at
And
the
before we could see a snap, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Here's Mayfield. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To throw, Mayfield. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they're going to wind up with about a 6-yard gain here as he's hauled down. Going to be a decent bit short, though. It's fourth down.
gain of 6 yards.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Little knocks it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 7-3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Caught again by Barkley. They get him to the ground, but boy, a gain of about 25 before they did. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
This is Mendoza. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Offense going audible this time. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, LA.
Mark Andrews getting them the lone yard that they needed. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. That's completed right side. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Walker running right. Nice cut, headed to the sideline. And he gets home. Touchdown Broncos. Kenneth Walker is 4th this season.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
PAT is up and good from Little. And that makes this a 10-point game.
The score, Broncos 17, Rams 7. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's tackles after a gain of about 13. And it gives LA the first. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Rams first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Mendoza from the pistol. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the first down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. We've set it downs from 37. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA!
Complete to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Bates now for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they trailed by 3.
17. Rams 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down to the opposing 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go with Walker here. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Jonathan Allen.
That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
This is Walker on 2nd. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
12-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And he's going to be stopped just shy of 1st and goal. A few yards shy of that end zone as well. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown! On is Little for the extra point. Range it out upright, but it does get through. And that makes this a 10-point game.
24, Rams 14. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd 10. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
a loss of 3 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. Mendoza now. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but
It felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets him into a good spot. Just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
At their own.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. He's going to be forced down there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running left, here's Walker. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Regular.
To throw is Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now Mayfield. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's fourth down.
180.
Mayfield to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Running left. This is Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
On second down, here's Barkley. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to set up a Rams first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Mendoza working. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's third down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Going with an alternate play here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy 3rd and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. The give now to Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying with Walker. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd down, Walker. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get
Cam
enough.
Little on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Mendoza. Has him on the quick hitter. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Gronk gets second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
It's Mendoza.
Broncos 42-yard line.
And he can't find a connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down. You know, they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
Is to win.
and they're not doing it.
Barkley gets it on third down. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
Tyreek Stevenson on the tackle. A gain
Flag
of
down. This
14.
could be a free opportunity for the
First down,
offense.
Rams.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out of bounds as now we're going to hear from our referee. We both saw the defender jump there before that snap. We've reached the end of the third on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Running it after the penalty. And he gets home. Touchdown, Rams. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown this season. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Third and short, Mayfield. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Here we go. It's Mayfield. They did it. He made the interception. And he's making the house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Baker. Nice effort on the hit to break up that throw. We've got 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down.
A couple different thoughts and methodologies here. You could take it slow and methodical, taking completions. Or in that case, you could tee it high and try to let it fly.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into the hands of Leggett. And backs against the wall there. They find a way to convert on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. If you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
After that 4th down exceeded expectations, look at this, some excitement as they come up to the line. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. He's brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
It's not coaching speak when these guys talk about balance and what it means to an offense when you balance the run with the pass. A week ago, it wasn't there, and it played a role in the loss. Today, well, he's been a major, major factor.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They give up the gut to Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Mayfield. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Throwing, Baker. Forced out to his right. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stripe. And that forces 4th and 14.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
They've got to go big here, Brock. It is 4th and long. And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Broncos trail by just 1. They've got to go big here, Brock. It is 4th and long. Baker now. Trying to push deep downfield. Had to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted! That's Cole Bishop! And the Rams make the play that should win them this game!
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown,
Saquon Barkley. He gets another here in the 4th.
Kate, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, the receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Bates' extra points is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
35. Broncos 27.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. He has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
45 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He rolls to his right. And that's incomplete, only because of the hair blind, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
Ball still on that 20. It's second and 10. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. He'll look to throw it. Buying some time right. To the right, and it's pulled in by Tate. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Looking to throw it. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
Got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Here's a quick throw to the left. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breath. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. All right, they got the touchdown, but that was only half of it. Now they need this two-point conversion or this one's over.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Mayfield. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up second and 4.
Barkley again here on second. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go.
49-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Now 9 seconds remaining here in regulation. Taking a read at the line. This is Mendoza. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down to 5 seconds and likely 1 snap left here in regulation. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Second down now for Mendoza. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So everything comes down to this from Jake Bates. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road.